Dear God, I praise you and I thank you for this wonderful day. Grant me the grace to understand our lesson for today, through whatever media or modality may it be, and bless me so that I may appreciate this grace of being able to study despite of the challenges we are facing because of this pandemic. Make me realize the value of education and the beauty of learning, so that each day I will be more motivated to do my responsibility as a student. Bless our classmates, that they too may see your goodness in everything and see this time as an opportunity to show our love to our parents by studying well. Bless our teachers so that they will become more inspired to teach us and see this time as an opportunity to show compassion in their chosen profession. And lastly, our parents so that they may become resilient, especially during these trying times. This we ask in your most holy name. Amen.
Hi, dear students! Today is another beautiful day and another day to learn a new lesson. Once again, I am Teacher May and I will be your teacher today.
Unit 3, Module 1, Week number 1. Coordinated functions of the nervous, endocrine, and reproductive systems. Most essential learning competency. Explain the role of hormones involved in the female and male reproductive systems. Our objectives are: identify the parts of the human nervous, endocrine, and reproductive systems. Describe the function of each part of the nervous, endocrine, and reproductive systems. Cite the importance of hormones involved in the human endocrine and reproductive systems. The endocrine system. It is known as the chemical messenger system. It is composed of several glands that secretes hormones. It has a wide range of functions which include respiration, metabolism, reproduction, sensory perception, movement, sexual development, and growth. It is composed of several glands that has specific vital roles: the pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, thymus gland, adrenal gland, pancreas, ovaries, and testes. Now, can you name the different glands that make up the endocrine system? You are given 10 seconds to name them all. Are you ready? Your 10 seconds starts now. Time's up, and the answers are: number 1, pituitary gland; number 2, thyroid gland; number 3, parathyroid gland; number 4, thymus gland; number 5, pancreas; number 6, adrenal gland; number 7, ovary for females; and number 8, testes for males. The pituitary gland. It is known as the master gland and controls the function of other glands and stimulates growth. Thyroid gland. It is situated below the larynx or voice box. It regulates metabolism, muscle and digestive function, brain development, and bone maintenance. Parathyroid gland. It is located in the neck behind the butterfly-shaped thyroid gland. It controls calcium level in the bloodstream and normalizes bone growth. Thymus gland. These are two identically sized lobes found behind the sternum or breastbone. It facilitates maturation of T cells, which is an important part of the immune system. Pancreas. It is a long, flat gland that lies horizontally behind your stomach. It produces enzymes that break down sugars, fats, and starches and regulates blood sugar level. Adrenal gland. It is located on top of both kidneys. It regulates metabolism, immune system, blood pressure, and response to stress. It prepares the body for action. The ovaries. It is beside the uterus on each side of the lower abdomen. It produces reproductive cells and influences female traits. Testes. These are two small organs found inside the scrotum. It influences male characteristics and produces sperm needed for reproduction of offspring. The nervous system. It is composed of a complex collection of nerves and specialized cells that transmit signals to the different parts of the body. It has two major components, the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The nerve cells, or neurons, are specialized to carry messages through an electrochemical process. Can you name the parts of this nerve cell? You will be given 10 seconds to do it. Your 10 seconds starts now. Did you get the same correct answers? These are the dendrites, cell body, myelin sheath, node of Ranvier, nucleus, and axon. The nervous system is divided into two major divisions, the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system is made up of two components, the spinal cord and the brain. Then, the brain is divided into three main parts, the cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the brainstem. While the peripheral nervous system is divided into two main divisions, the somatic nervous system and the autonomic nervous system. The somatic nervous system is divided into two main parts, the spinal nerves and cranial nerves, while the autonomic nervous system is subdivided into sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. The reproductive system. The reproductive system is a collection of external and internal organs involved in sexual reproduction for both men and women. The female reproductive system produces egg cells, called ova or oocytes, to be fertilized and to provide a space and condition which will allow the growth and development of new offspring. It is made up of the following parts: the oviduct or fallopian tube, which serves as a passage of egg from the ovary to the uterus, or this is the site of fertilization. The endometrium is the membrane lining the uterus that thickens during menstrual cycle in preparation for possible implantation of an embryo. The uterus is the site of egg implantation. It is where the fertilized egg develops and allows the baby to grow. The cervix is the narrow end of the uterus which forms a canal between uterus and vagina. The vagina is a muscular tube leading from the external genitals to the cervix of the uterus in women and most female mammals. And the ovaries produce eggs. Now, you are given 10 seconds to name the parts of the female reproductive system. Your 10 seconds starts now. Time's up, and the answers are the ovaries, the uterus, vagina, cervix, the endometrium or uterine lining, and the oviduct or fallopian tube. Did you get the correct answers? Now, try to name the parts of the male reproductive system. You will be given another 10 seconds to name them all. Your 10 seconds starts now. And the answers are vas deferens, urethra, penis, scrotum, testicle, epididymis, prostate gland, and seminal vesicle. The male reproductive system consists of a number of organs that is responsible for discharging semen, which contains the sperm cells within the female reproductive tract during copulation and plays a vital role in the human reproduction. Have you ever wondered why living organisms like us humans differ in height? Or why are there obese individuals? You may also ask why some end up having goiter, or ask how you are able to respond so quick in times of distress. These are all because of hormones. Hormones are chemical messengers which has a wide range of functions which include respiration, metabolism, reproduction, sensory perception, movement, sexual development, and growth. They play an important specific role in the survival of an organism. These hormones include adrenocorticotropic hormone, thyroid-stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, follicle-stimulating hormone, prolactin, growth hormone, melanocyte-stimulating hormone, which is found in the pituitary or known as the master gland. Another hormone is the calcitonin and thyroxine, which is found on the thyroid gland. Another is the parathyroid and is found in parathyroid gland. Another is thymosin, which is found on the thymus gland, the insulin and glucagon found on the pancreas, adrenaline, which is found on the adrenal gland, the estrogen and progesterone found on the ovaries, and the androgen and testosterone found on the male reproductive organs known as the testes. Now, what makes them important? Hormones are very important because they are responsible for controlling the function of other glands and stimulates growth. They regulate metabolism, muscle and digestive function, brain development, and bone maintenance. They also control calcium level in the bloodstream and normalizes bone growth. They also facilitate the maturation of T cells, which is an important part of the immune system. Also, they produce enzymes that break down sugars, fats, and starches that enables the body to regulate blood sugar level. They also regulate metabolism immune system, blood pressure, and response to stress that prepares the body for action. They also produce reproductive cells and influences female traits and influences male characteristics and produces sperm needed for the reproduction of offspring. The hormones involved in the regulation of the reproductive system. The female reproductive hormones include the ovarian hormones and the pituitary hormones. Under the ovarian hormones are the estrogen and progesterone, and pituitary hormones include luteinizing hormone and follicle-stimulating hormone. The male reproductive hormones include the androgen, testosterone, luteinizing hormone, and follicle-stimulating hormone. Each hormone plays a vital role in the regulation of both male and female reproductive systems. The estrogen is responsible for the development of female physical features like the enlargement of breasts, growth of armpit and pubic hair, and regulation of menstrual cycle. The progesterone is responsible for preparing a woman's body for possible pregnancy after ovulation. The luteinizing hormone triggers the release of an egg from the ovary, while the follicle-stimulating hormone is responsible for stimulating the maturation of follicles or the immature eggs. On the male reproductive hormones, the androgen is responsible for the growth and development of male reproductive system, while the testosterone is responsible for the development of secondary sex characteristics like the growth of body hair, the enlargement of larynx or Adam's apple, and an increased stature and heavier skull and bones structure. The luteinizing hormone stimulates the testicles to create testosterone, and the follicle-stimulating hormone stimulates spermatogenesis or the development of sperm cells. Assessment. Answer the following. Number 1. Identify the parts of the endocrine, nervous, and reproductive systems. Number 2. Describe the functions of each part of the endocrine, nervous, and reproductive systems. Number 3. What are hormones? Number 4. Name at least 5 endocrine hormones, cite their locations, and describe their functions. Number 5. Name the female reproductive hormones and describe their roles in regulating the female reproductive system. And number 6. Name the male reproductive hormones and describe their roles in regulating the male reproductive system.
So that's it. I hope you did enjoy our activities and learned something today. Once again, this is Teacher May, and see you around. God bless us all. Bye.